What is happening, everybody? Hello and welcome back to Total Blast, where we discuss about everything Marvel in the MCU. There is no doubt that just like Deadpool and the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, like many of Marvel's property, is highly anticipated by fans of the MCU because, as we know it, the ownership of the X-Men characters hasn't always been clear-cut because they were originally owned by 20th Century Fox. From Bryan Singer's X-Men 2000 until the New Mutant of 2020. Similar to the comics, this film portrayed the prejudice that the X-Men and mutants had to contend with every day, as they fought with non-mutants for equality. So, a lot of people really resonated with that. Additionally, the long-awaited X-Men movie has long been hinted and teased at in the MCU for a while now, with characters such as Namor and Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel, and most recently with rumors of upcoming MCU movies such as Captain America 4 and Thunderbolts, as it's been rumored that we may get to see some of them feature, or maybe make a cameo appearances in those films, as it might explain the origin of mutants. And today, we've got some exciting details for fans of the MCU regarding the X-Men and how they may be debuting in the MCU. But before we go into all of the exciting details, we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber. More on how to win at the end of this video. And if this is your first time, please subscribe and enable the post notifications so you don't miss out on subsequent videos. And now, Kevin Feige has been coy regarding when and how the X-Men will be introduced into the MCU, despite the abundance of Easter eggs and clues to the superhero squad. But it looks like there'll be a lot of X-Men in the MCU, and there'll be a line in the MCU timeline that will be drawn after Avengers Secret Wars, which means that the X-Men will appear before Secret Wars and after. And according to the insider report that we've heard, the main X-Men who will fight in the battle against Kang will be the Fox X-Men and X-Men from other universes, and not our own MCU X-Men. And as we know it, there have only been a few references to mutants in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though Disney now owns the rights to the X-Men and Deadpool. We also saw the Wolverine Easter egg in Chioka Tony at Law Season 1 Episode 2 called Superhuman Law, and in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when it introduced Professor X, an Illuminati member from Earth 838. This was the closest the MCU has come to referencing the X-Men, even though Charles eventually lost. The fact that he seemed to suggest that the X-Men actually exist somewhere in the universe and was simply waiting to make themselves known. And Marvel Studios has already essentially confirmed this by having some of his producers like Jeff Loveness say that the X-Men are years away and they won't be hurried project. And we also know that in Secret Wars, heroes from other universes will team up with heroes from our main universe, and some of these heroes will be the X-Men, but it will be the X-Men from the Fox universe. And Feige has, however, made it seem as though that there will be more opportunities for the mutants and the MCUs over the coming years. And as for the rebooted MCU X-Men, there will be a brief glimpse of the new X-Men that will be released, but they will only be teasers and not actual members of the X-Men team. This will be similar to what we saw in Miss Marvel, when we received our miniature X-Men t-shirts with the X-Men team song playing in the background, and teasers like Namor in Wakanda Forever. Kevin Feige in the film confirmed that he's a mutant. However, keep in mind that he won't be joining an official X-Men squad anytime soon, as the MCU's new mutant legitimate X-Men team will instead be the ones to face up against Kang. Moreover, the new X-Men team is expected to come in Phase 7, which is after Secret Wars, and the new saga is probably going to be called the Mutant Saga. And I said so because it's widely speculated to be the Mutant Saga. This saga is just phases that will work in probably two different ways, but will ultimately lead to the same outcome. Just for the record, it will be highly focused on mutants and X-Men, specifically bringing together the new X-Men team or the original X-Men team, since we've had one before the MCU. And if the X-Men team does already exist in the MCU, then characters like Professor X, Magneto, Storm, Wolverine, and other major X-Men will probably already be a part of the team. So, these X-Men will now go on and try to find other mutants to bring to Professor X School for the Gifted Children, as well as recruit mutants for the official X-Men team. Alternatively, they could go the other way and form a new X-Men in the MCU. However, if the team hasn't yet been assembled, we'll probably begin to get solo movies centered on whoever the leader or antagonist are going to be. And if you've been a major Marvel fan, you will know that Kevin Feige doesn't like to show up things that have already been seen. Instead, he prefers to switch things up a little bit. So, they might not go down the route of the old blood between Magneto and Professor Xavier. But the X-Men are somewhat of an expectation because Professor X leads the X-Men and Magneto leads the evil mutant. Regardless of whether they introduce a new X-Men or if the X-Men team is already established in the MCU, there's a big story to be told with these specific characters. Either we get a movie about the original X-Men developing their abilities and the X-Men team, or we'll get movies about new recruits. Either way, it results in the information of X-Men and the official X-Men movies. And as X-Men recruits, we'll probably see build-ups of the X-Men squad similar to what we had to see in for the Avengers. The X-Men won't make their screen debut as an official group until the X-Men official movie. even if the team is formed with a mix of new recruits and veterans. However, even if the team is now formed, we won't see the team engage in combat until the official X-Men movie. And now, remember that the Avengers will be the last to appear after Secret War enters Phase 7, with the X-Men and other characters taking center stage. The Avengers will likely serve as supporting characters. The Avengers are accustomed to playing roles of the superhero squad. But what happens when new characters with genetic power like the Scarlet Witch and those without any powers like Captain America Sam Wilson enter the picture? It'll be a lot of whooping, especially if these two groups don't get along when they first meet. Then, we could have them into a versus film and get them to fight a bigger cause before realizing that they do have to cooperate. Well, X-Men has no release date yet. With more movies for the Multiverse Saga being confirmed, there won't be much room for Marvel's X-Men. This most likely indicates that Phase 7, which should occur in the second part of 2026, will bring the X-Men movie. MCU has previously released films in between the final Avengers film in the saga. Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel both saw a release date before Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Before Phases 5 and 6 are finished, there's still time to answer this MCU enigma and reveal unexpectedly that X-Men will arrive before Phase 7. Little is known about who will play X-Men in upcoming Marvel films, but given the importance of the character, they are still expected to draw a well-known skilled performers. The top actors from Hollywood, including Halle Berry, Michael Fassbender, Patrick Stewart, Jennifer Lawrence, have all appeared in X-Men films. There haven't been any plot specifically revealed for the upcoming Marvel X-Men film, although there are lots of possible storylines given how many comic book arcs there are. The X-Men into a larger MCU will be a challenge for Kevin Feige and Disney, given that there are lots of more mutants than any other superheroes on Earth. It will be challenging to explain why they are all starting to appear. The X-Men could, however, be introduced from another universe thanks to the multiverse. The mutants may be brought into the main MCU at once, yet using another universe hopping techniques. But be that as it may, the mutants will still require a plot though if they are to be included. And with that said, let's head over right to our giveaways, as we're still giving out a brand new PlayStation 5 on this channel to one lucky subscriber once we hit a milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And all you have to do to win is watch our videos, subscribe, turn on post notifications, like and comment. And one lucky subscriber will be chosen from the comment section to win our brand new PlayStation 5. And also, would like to say thank you to everyone who has ever supported us this far. We truly appreciate it. What are your thoughts on this video? And how excited are you to see the X-Men in the MCU? And if the X-Men were to face off against the Avengers, who do you think would win? Please, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest Marvel news. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next one.